open the government and should follow the Republicans on legislation that supports opening the government.
The Allied Pilots Union, Dennis Tajer, says Democrats should vote for the so-called clean continuing resolution that would fund and reopen the government.
Sign the clean CR. That's our position so that we can continue to do the job of providing safe, secure, reliable air travel.
In a statement, the APA said, quote, "We stand with our brothers and sisters in air traffic control and TSA who continue to show up to work every day without a paycheck. It's time we support these men and women and reopen the federal government." Barbara Schwartz, News Talk 710 KURV.
It's 7:08 on the Valley's Morning News, and today is a celebration of something likely you took when you were a kid. You took to school for lunch, maybe even put it on the pan and fried it.
My bologna has a first name. It's OSCAR.
Oscar Mayer released that jingle back in 1974, and it got a nation eating the cold cut. Its origins are Italian, but we changed the name from Bologna, where it's from, to the American bologna. And we eat 800 million pounds of it every year. Joey Chestnut holds the world record for eating it, nearly 16 pounds in 8 minutes. No competition today, just an old school bologna sandwich. I'm Bree Tennis.
Yeah, we put the E at the end. So it's Italia, but we call it Italy. It's Bologna. We call it bologna. That's what we do in America. We change it up and Americify it. Time 7:09. It's IQ with the time, and I want to say thank you to a proud American. That's my friend Dougie over at Martin Farm and Ranch, Purina Antler Bags for rut season. Martin Farm and Ranch's certified dealer. You stop by and say hello to Dougie from us. Man, it's going to be hot. Well, I guess we got some beach weather for the weekend. AccuWeather meteorologist Jason Caterina joining us. So enjoy the triple digits. What, by tomorrow? Would you say, Jason? Triple digits?
I'm sorry. I'm still horrified by Joey Chestnut eating 16 pounds of bologna in 8 minutes.
Yeah, that is... that's just wrong, man.
I can't even get this look off my face.
Yeah.
I stunned disbelief and horror, I guess. Yes. Well, tomorrow and Sunday and Monday, we could be in the triple digits. Gosh. Yeah.
She said 16 or 16
pounds.
16 pounds. That's got to be a typo. That's just not possible. I mean, a baby is 8 pounds, right? Or 9 pounds. The chunky monkeys.
That's like 2 babies worth of.
There we go. I say the chunky monkeys are about 10, 11 pounds. So 16 pounds? Does he look pregnant?
I swear that's what she said.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what Bree Tennis said. I'll have to go back and play it again.
Oh, gosh.
Well, I don't want to talk about triple digits unless, of course, you're going to the beach. Enjoy the beach.
Well, listen, if you're going to the beach, be cautious. The wind's going to pick up this weekend, and they're going to have a lot higher risk for rip currents this weekend. So if you're heading to the beach, be aware that there's going to be that opportunity for some heavier rip currents going on this weekend. So, and yes, the world record, I Googled it, 15.7 pounds.
Wow.
15.7 pounds of bologna in May 2025 at the Ultimate Bologna Showdown.
You know what I went looking for earlier this morning, since it was bologna day? Like, how much should you eat, right? And
none?
Oh, well, actually,
I think that's realistic.
That is actually not a bad idea. But for some of y'all who like your bologna sandwiches, 2-3 slices, according to everybody is in health experts, air quotes, bologna, processed meat, should be eaten in moderation. What is moderation? Ideally, once a month, part of a diet where you balance out all the salt and the fat that you're swallowing. If you can mix some greens, some veggies, something like that, maybe as you're eating that meal.
Like an entire plant of broccoli or something, like to balance.
Yeah. Well, maybe something with a lot of fiber, make that stuff to go right through you.
Oh, my goodness.
How much of that bologna is meat, actually, and not filler? You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I got you. Actually, it seems like the majority is, because I also went looking, what is in bologna? Like, what type of meat? It's usually...
you don't want to look for that.
Well, yeah, I didn't find like noses and ears and things like
rat parts.
Cheek meat. Yeah, around here we eat cheek meat. Barbacoa. That's we enjoy that. And tongue around here, that's really good, by the way, if you've never tried it. But back to the bologna, it's trimmings. That's what it is. Leftover trimmings of all the steaks and the meat cuts, and has a lot of fat on it. Those trimmings also make some of the prepackaged burgers and other things, a hot dog as well. So it's trimmings and maybe some organs like liver, things like that. If you like liver, delicious. But yeah, it says
I'm never eating bologna again.
All the medical write-ups said once a month at most, if you have to. So everything you need to know about bologna today. I want to know about the cool front before time Brian's out.
Still looking around the middle of next week. Still looking for Wednesday or Thursday of next week for a nice break, bringing us back closer to normal. Record breaking temps Saturday and Sunday this weekend. Still hot Monday. Approaching the record Tuesday. By Wednesday, we drop from 95 down to 83 for a high Wednesday.
That's nice.
62 Wednesday night, 86 Thursday, 63 Thursday night, back up to 88 Friday. So
I'll have to.
Still looking for Wednesday of next week.
I need to go into the closet and go find my members only jacket. Looks like I'm going to be putting that next Thursday and Friday. All right.
Listen, if you're headed north, though, Central Texas, San Antonio, Houston way, the next 2 days, potential is there for some strong to severe thunderstorms the next couple of days. They do have a front in the area that's making its way eastward, so it's not going to dip down to us, but we may catch a little flack from that with a spotty shower, a thunderstorm around, especially tomorrow. But if you are traveling north today or tomorrow, do be aware there could be some strong to severe thunderstorms.
Metro Houston, definitely a lot of rain. They were talking again about it over at our friends over at KTRH and the other talkers in the area. So,
and if you're headed to Jamaica, Melissa out there in the Caribbean is literally just going to meander south of Jamaica, but close enough to impact them for like the next 5 straight days. By next Monday, it's scheduled to be near southern Cuba, southeastern Cuba. So, I mean, it's
how
just
strong
not
is she?
moving.
It's
still not a hurricane, but expected to be a hurricane very shortly, and then potentially a major hurricane over the next couple of days. So, not a good look for Jamaica these next several days. So,
not
if
a
you've
good
got
trip to the
interest
Caribbean.
there, friends there,
Yes, sir.
Give them some prayers because they're going to need it.
Not a time to be in the Caribbean over the next 3-4 days. All right, pal. Well, we'll check with you next hour. AccuWeather meteorologist Jason Caterina. Highs today mid 90s, high to more upper 90s, close to triple digits. Maybe stray showers as a result of all the energy in Southeast Texas. All that rain up there. There might be some flooding in Southeast Texas, Metro Houston, going into Louisiana, and triple digits on Sunday. That's the call from AccuWeather. Time is 7:15 on the Valley's Morning News. And heads up, if you plan to attend the Longhorns versus Aggies game next month, and you better get ready to open up your wallet.
This year's Lone Star Showdown returns to Darrell K. Royal Stadium in Austin for the first time since 2010, and prices have soared in anticipation. SeatGeek is reporting the lowest tickets up in the nosebleeds are saddled at $415. Looking for something a little more exclusive? Seats in the Texas Club are going for north of $10,000.
What?
Meanwhile, lower and second level seats are going to cost you between $700 and $7,000 buckaroos.
Ooh, my goodness. Tristan Ryan's with that report. Time is 7:16. The Valley's Morning News on Newstalk 710 KURV. Because things are so awesome in the RGV economy right now, like never before. It's amazing. Thousands of jobs, especially Brownsville area, Rio Grande Valley, Port of Brownsville. Elon Musk and the thousands of jobs he has now, like 4,000 people, likely like 8,000 people if everything happens the way it's supposed to. Well, all those people need to live somewhere. So we've got construction now, apartments, homes, rooftops. The construction business is good. Got to train more people. Texas State Technical College doing that. A conversation with them next on the Valley's Morning News. Thank you for joining us on News Talk 710 KURV. Home to Aggie football in the RGV. They're taking on LSU tomorrow. Broadcast time 5:30 on your station for Aggie football. News Talk 710 KURV, made possible by many supporters, including Chamberlain Roofing and Waterproofing and the DHR Health Orthopedic Institute. From Texas State Technical College, I welcome Hector Rosa. He's lead instructor of building construction, the curriculum at TSTC that is teaching Valley students to build stuff. And at this time, man, when the economy, by leaps and bounds, the growth here in South Texas, like we've never seen before. I was reflecting with a friend in industry a couple days back on the 4,000 jobs at SpaceX, 5,000 jobs at LNG, at the port, more on the way with another LNG, and everything else that's taking place at the Port of Brownsville. Cameron County leading the way of our economy, just driving our economy, thousands of jobs. Well, those people need to live somewhere. They need to sleep somewhere. Apartment buildings, rooftops, all that construction. Yeah, we're going to need people that know how to handle a hammer and drill and all that to build those structures, homes and businesses. So TSTC doing their best to try to meet that need. And Hector Rosa is the lead instructor for all the construction. Hector, let's get to know you a little bit better. So tell me about your experience in construction. Tell me a bit about yourself.
Well, when I graduated from high school, I jumped into the construction field following my father and my uncle's footsteps. Mm-hmm. I worked across the state of Florida. In the construction field. And then I moved here to Texas, and I wanted to further my education in construction, and I joined TSTC. So I am also an alumni of TSTC.
Okay. All right. That's good to hear.
And I came back to teach our young students the trade.
I got to ask you, because I hear this from other institutions, that we need more instructors. We need more teachers for all these different skills to try to meet the demand that at the moment in the Valley is just off the charts. The demand for plumbing, for electrical, folks who know how to erect a structure, all the wood frames, things like that. And for you specifically, it would be the wood frame and the woodwork and like foundations, things like that, right? That's what I'm talking about when we're talking about construction. That's what you're teaching, right?
Yes, we teach residential and commercial constructions.
Okay.
So wood framing and even metal framing as well.
Okay. When it comes to like the cement and things like that, is that all part of the curriculum as well? The foundations, the concrete, all that? Is that also part of the curriculum?
Yes, the concrete is also part of the curriculum. Again, we show our students how to cut, tie rebar, bend rebar,
wow.
The different sizes and stuff like that for the concrete course.
So about what I said, what do you think? You need more instructors? You want more instructors, people to leave the construction field and come and join you at TSTC? And come on, let's fill up another class, because we definitely need people on the front lines of labor.
Actually, yes. We actually need more instructors because our program is growing. So we need more individuals out there with the skills to come and show these young.
This might not be your bailiwick. This might be something more at admissions, but I'm sure if it is an issue, you might have heard of it. So how many more classes could you fill? How much is the demand? Are you turning away students right now because you need more instructors? And of course, the demand is so high at the moment.
Not turning students away, but we're getting to our capacity and the instructors that we have. So with more instructors, we could hire up the capacity.
Hector Rosa, lead instructor, building construction, that technology that is being taught at Texas State Technical College. How big is your class? Not only the class like you're specifically that you teach, but overall, all the classes that are in construction training right now.
Right now, we have 15 courses we're teaching, starting from the basics of showing them how to use hand tools, power tools, stationary tools, to even the management part of construction.
Are there companies that are knocking at your door saying, "Hey, you get a graduate, send them to me. Orale, we need people out there."
Actually, yes. We graduate students every semester. So we have companies calling us. We have employer spotlights that they come in, and they even give the opportunity to our students to interview on the spot.
Nice. So you got 15 classes that would make up this construction technology certification or certificate. How many students do you have in the pipeline right now, más o menos?
I have 72 students in the pipeline.
Okay. And obviously, well, I would say obviously it's grown because of what is out there, the demand and all of this labor. How long does it take to go through the entire program, or you're ready to go? You're ready to go build a house?
Okay. We have 2 degree plans. One is an associate's degree plan that takes you 2 years, and the other one is a craftsman certification that it's a 1 year to that extent.
Are there higher level licenses or certifications? Do these students go into the field side by side with folks building some of these, erecting some of these structures? What would be the term, like journeyman, something like that, right? Where they
well, for the construction field, we do certify our students in like heavy equipment.
Okay.
That typically is aerial lifts, skid steers, forklift certifications. We also implement OSHA 30 certification. OSHA stands for OSHA Safety, Health, and Administration. That gives our students the opportunity to go into industry and already be qualified to enter the field.
That's how I learned driving, by the way, Hector. A forklift. My dad in Houston, Southeast Houston, he worked for the scaffolding company that fed into the refineries in Houston. I was 11, 12 years old, driving the scaffold all around the yard. I don't know how many OSHA rules I would break now, but hey, my dad is with the Lord Jesus right now. He called them homeowners, so we can't get in trouble. Hector Rosa is lead instructor for the building construction education over at Texas State Technical College. He says he's got about 74 students right now in the pipeline. I'm sure they're going to have jobs as soon as they graduate. So take me a bit back to the curriculum. So yeah, wood framing, erecting structures, but you mentioned that yes, you do like foundations and cement and the slabs and that you teach them about. You taught power tools as well. How about basic knowledge of like plumbing issues and electrical issues as well? Do you touch on that for the buildings?
Yes, we have a course called Mechanical, Electrical, Plumbing. We just touch the basics. The plumbing and electrical. They do not receive any certifications. We do have a different program, plumbing and pipe fitting program, in which that plumbing program is taught in 3 campuses across the state, and we work with the Texas State Board of Plumbers Examiners. That when you complete our degree plan with the plumbing degrees, you will receive a journeyman's license with an associate's degree and a tradesman's license with the tradesman's certification.
Man, with the liquefied natural gas node that's being built right now, man, that's got to be a real popular program.
They also get a MedGas endorsement on their license throughout the course. So
what is that? What is
MedGas? MedGas actually, you need to be certified in like hospitals to run gas lines and any gas that you're running through a building and stuff like that. So oxygen tanks and stuff. So,
Hector Rosa, lead instructor at building construction, the technology, the skills being taught at TSTC. That one that you said, the pipe fitting one, can it be taken in conjunction with the construction curriculum that you're providing? Do you see a lot of students taking advantage of that, also getting, twofer and, well, providing more, developing more of a skill set to be market ready?
Yes. We usually have students graduate from the building construction technology and then jumping over to the pipe fitting, plumbing and pipe fitting program to get that license under their belt.
How long does it take to get that certification, that training for pipe fitting? We're working with pipes. How long does that take?
That takes we have the associate's degree that takes 2 years, and also the tradesman's certification that takes 1 year.
Okay, so construction, right?
Yes.
1 year construction for that, and then the 2 year for the pipe fitting.
Yes.
And let's just complete the education with some welding training. How about that? How long? That's a completely different department, right? The whole welding.
Yeah, welding is a different department. But in the plumbing department, you also learn how to solder and braze. A little bit different from welding, but it's almost the same concept.
10-4. So, do any recent success stories come to mind? Some graduates that, I don't know, landed a job at the port or something like that. Anything you want to share?
Yes, I have a student that graduated back in 2024 spring semester. She started in the LNG here at the Port of Brownsville with Betchel, and she started as a rigger, a rigger for the company. And now she came back and told us a success story that she is now moving into as a safety officer and getting more certification as what we have given her and opened the doors for her.
A she, a her. How many of your students are female now?
Well, there's since the last year there has been more women jumping into the construction trade and joining in our program.
That is pretty awesome. That is terrific. Do you have any idea, brother? Let's say somebody gets the skills training for construction, right? And will hit the workforce. And in a time and I've heard this from the Builders Association, that they've been on the radio interview with us, that there were some projects because of immigration enforcement, some of the cash labor, it left, and they've done their adjustment over the past 6 months or so. How much could someone in construction make, más o menos, right now?
So right now, it could run from 40,000 to 130,000 a year, depending how much you want to give to it. So,
wow.
Starting off, it's a good pay. So, it will give you a nice pipeline for you and your family.
10-4. Do you find that some of the employers want experience, and is there a way to get some experience as you're learning some of this, or how does that work? Because some of these employers say, you need a couple of years under your belt, something like that.
Yes. Some of our industry partners will work with our students for their fifth semester and hiring them in as an intern. So that way they can start building up that experience. And then once they finish the program and finish their degree, they get a job offer to that company.
We wish you great success. I know Texas State Technical College is doing yeoman's work trying to keep up with the demand in an economy that is growing by leaps and bounds. Amazing times that we live in the Valley, prosperous times, all these jobs at the port, over at SpaceX, and everywhere else where building and construction taking place. So again, it is the building construction curriculum at TSTC, and it'll take about a year, you said, right? About a year to get that done, get that curriculum done. The pipe fitter's 2 years. That's an associate's, and contact TSTC for information on the tuition, maybe some assistance on that as well. Anything else before I let you go?
No, thank you very much, sir.
All right, Hector, thank you for your time. We wish you the best and good luck and trying to keep up with all the demand in the area. Thanks.
Thank you.
Hector Rosa, lead instructor for the building construction curriculum at TSTC. You're in tune with the Friday edition of the Valley's Morning News on your station for Texas A&M football. We got the Aggies tomorrow, 5:30 on News Talk 710 KURV. Thank you to our many supporters, including JP and Jeff at Amigo Power Equipment. And big thank you to our friend Tommy at Hanka Sod. A check of sports up next on 710 KURV. Are you getting enough magnesium in your diet? Especially, let's say you've entered that diabetes periphery, trying to work on your pounds, maybe lose a little weight, get a bit more active. Maybe you suffer from insomnia, perhaps. It might be an issue of that you're deficient in magnesium. Well, how do you know how good it is? What is it for? You know who's waiting for you today? Is Jolynn, Beto, Art, the team over at Major Health Foods in McAllen, South 10th Street, McAllen, and Jackson Avenue. 44 plus years of expertise, all these supplements that they've been working with. They know the top brands of supplements for men and women. If you need magnesium in your diet, or maybe even for issues like migraine or muscle soreness after some intense exercise, yep. Stop by Major Health Foods, South 10th and Jackson Avenue, McAllen. Take your questions with you and discover all the wonderful ingredients. Only the top brands, the best brands when it comes to nutritional supplements for men and women. What God made to keep you healthy. And that is their passion at Major Health Foods, is to keep you healthy. Pain relief, better sleep, joint health is all there. Major Health Foods, South 10th, Jackson Avenue in McAllen. A Smoothie King Center. Where is that, man? Do you get one when you go in to the arena? Wow, sounds delicious. AccuWeather highs today should be upper 90s. Same thing tomorrow. Triple digits by Sunday. Border Bridge wait times 45 minutes at, let's see, Ansalduas. Same thing at the Hidalgo Bridge. Only 15 at FAR. And if you're driving back to Brownsville, 45 minutes to an hour at B&M and Gateway, and about 20 minutes at Veterans. Valley's Morning News on Newstalk 710 KURV. Check of your money business news up next. Safe Money is at Amigo Power Equipment Edinburgh on Monte Cristo. Visit with JP and Jeff today. Now, everything I'm going to tell you right now, you can get lots of details at KubotaUSA.com. Yes, time to talk about that reliable, that long-lasting, rugged Kubota equipment. Help you get the job done, including the Kubota L Series, the number one selling compact tractor in the nation. JP and Jeff waiting for you at Amigo Power Equipment on Monte Cristo in Edinburgh. Kubota is designed for easy operation, and you got all these attachments you can put on there, put some fences there or chop stuff up out of the ranch. Right now at Amigo Power Equipment, Edinburgh, you can drive home with some Kubota equipment. 0% financing available if you qualify, and up to $6,000 off if you qualify. Now through the end of the year, now through December 31st. So stop by and visit with JP and Jeff and look at all that awesome Kubota equipment at Amigo Power Equipment Edinburgh on Monte Cristo.
With your money now. Earlier this year, Apple pledged to invest $600 billion in domestic manufacturing. That's billion with a B. Well, the iPhone maker has finally started to make good on that promise. The company says it's begun shipping advanced servers that fill different AI purposes, all out of a factory in Houston, Texas. The servers were previously manufactured overseas, and Apple claims the plant will create thousands of new jobs. YouTube TV just reached a deal with NBC Universal last month to avoid dropping its networks. Now the popular streamer is trying to squash another blackout, this time with Disney. The Mouse House says it will start running PSAs for YouTube TV subscribers, warning customers about the possible coverage lapse. Disney's networks like ABC and ESPN would be dropped on Halloween without a new deal. On Wall Street, futures are slightly higher, but the highly anticipated inflation report is just a few minutes away, and that will be the judge. That's your money now.
AccuWeather says, hot, 95, 97, same thing tomorrow. Triple digits by Sunday. That's the weather. Thank you for your cooperation. Valley's Morning News on Newstalk 710 KURV. Hey, Mom is here. Movie mom, Nell Minow, with anything and everything you need to know about, what's that scary movie? That, I'm flipping through. Black Phone 2. Yeah, I'm sure she went to see that one. Movie Mom Nell Minow, about 4 minutes on 710 KURV. El Pato, all across South Texas. It's time for breakfast. Time to get a bag full of delicious breakfast tacos, the patos, with all of the ingredients. For example, Mom, growing up with Movie Mom, with Mom Nell Minow. Yeah, she'd make some breakfast tacos. Flour tortilla, right off the skillet, nice and hot. Egg and your favorite fixings, or as we call them, the fillers over at El Pato. Potato and bacon and ham and cheese, refried beans. Oh, chorizo. Oh, my goodness. Pick your favorites. Get a bag full. Take it to the office. Be the hero this morning. Don't forget, every day at El Pato, they got $5.99 specials. Different type of plate. Chicken enchiladas or carne guisada. Chicken guisado every day of the week. And right now, the big special at every El Pato restaurant. The Chalu Pato plate, which is a guisado pato. The taco could be carne guisada, or like we got last night, the chicken guisado pato, the big fat taco, and the chalupa, or the tostada, as I call it, the hard corn shell with a refried bean, lettuce, tomato, that beautiful, wonderful tasting yellow cheese, red salsita, the beans and rice, the drink, and amazing, only $7.99 for a limited time at every El Pato restaurant. It's the finally Friday edition of the Valley's Morning News on News Talk 710 KURV for October 24th. Zach Cantu. I'm Sergio Sanchez, AccuWeather meteorologist Jason Caterina, and Movie Mom Nell Minow, seconds away. News on 710 KURV, a service of the Saxon Gun Show, bringing you the best gun show in the Valley this coming Saturday and Sunday, 9 in the morning at the McAllen Convention Center. And in other news, you should know, check the fridge. Check the fridge. Check the fridge. More than 6 million brown eggs are being recalled. There's a salmonella risk with those brown eggs. 12-count, 18-count packages. Best by dates, August 22nd to October 31st. And you know what that song means. It's time for Mom. Movie Mom Nell Minow in all her beauty and splendor. 710 KURV. YouTube Live, Facebook Live, all the live stuff that we do at 710 KURV. And since it's, Halloween season, everything you need to know about Black Phone 2 today on the show. Oh, that's right. Mom doesn't see scary movies. So what else are we going to talk about this morning, Mom? Let's see if we get. Yeah, now you killed my mic. All right. There we go. My mic is back on. Good morning, Mom. How are you? Check your settings. See if maybe her mic is open. She is talking to us right now, right? Okay. Are you muted on your end, Mom? Yeah. Check to see if you're muted on your end, Mom. No? Si no se pudo, no se pudo. All right. Let's see if I can get her on the talk show later on. Okay, let's go to break. Sorry, Mom. Sometimes this equipment works, sometimes it doesn't. So new movies for the weekend. And go check out her website, moviemom.com. Moviemom.com. Mom had a chance to review. Let me see if I can find the proper email real quick. I mentioned to you some of the movies she's reviewing for the weekend. Let's see. There's a new.
Now, can you hear me?
There you are, sweetheart. There you are. Okay. In like 90 seconds.
Okay.
Let's go with Blue Moon. What you got?
All right. One of my favorite Halloween movies is back in theaters. It's Paranorman. We have got, that's for the family, I'd say third grade and up. We've got two movies about musicians, the Bruce Springsteen movie, Deliver Me from Nowhere, about a crucial turning point in his life as he's struggling with mental illness and makes a movie in his house. Makes an album in his house, the Nebraska album that turned it around. Blue Moon, about the wonderful lyricist Lorenz Hart with Ethan Hawke. And then from Colleen Hoover fans, we've got Regretting You. Ben Stiller made a documentary about his parents that's streaming. And next week, we've got an absolutely bananas movie called Begonia with Emma Stone.
Excellent. Well, see, we freed you up so that we can go back to the kitchen making some of those breakfast tacos you used to make for me when I was growing up.
Love those.
All right. Hug and a kiss to you, Nell. Thank you so much. Nell Minow, Movie Mom, her website, moviemom.com. This is the Valley's Morning News on Newstalk 710 KURV. Happy Friday. You're about to erect another structure out there. Why don't you get the top workmanship and materials that the good folks at Chamberlain Roofing and Waterproofing can provide with all this expertise, 125 years of experience. Trust them to get a commercial roofing system that will prevent the water from coming in, ruining operations. That's the worst thing. Man, you don't get the right roof, you don't do the proper maintenance and upkeep like Chamberlain Roofing and Waterproofing can provide. Yeah, you're going to stop operations. How much money is that going to cost you? You think getting a properly constructed and good materials for your commercial roof, you think that might be a little too pricey, comparing this price a little higher than that? Huh. Yeah, it's going to be real expensive once you have to shut down. Can't make payroll, can't get stuff out of the warehouse, out the door to the stores, all those things. Just ruin your inventory. Do it right the first time. Chamberlain Roofing and Waterproofing. It is in the name. Waterproofing is what you need. And all those warranties and guarantees backing you up. All that work that is done. And go ask Chamberlain Roofing and Waterproofing to see the condition of the roofs that you have already, all those properties. They'll do that for free, give you an expert report. They know what they're looking for. Cutting edge roof installation and repair technology. Advanced waterproofing solutions. Chamberlain Roofing Waterproofing at 956-655-6178. AccuWeather says highs for today. It should be mid-upper 90s. Same thing tomorrow, triple digits by Sunday. News on 710 KURV, a service of the Saxon Gun Show, bringing you the best gun show in the Valley this coming Saturday and Sunday at the McAllen Convention Center. More than 6 million brown eggs being recalled. You may want to check the fridge and check with the Food and Drug Administration as well on this nationwide recall. President Trump saying federal agents will not be sent to San Francisco. He got calls from friends in Northern California. He also spoke with a mayor in San Francisco. They're going to give that city a second chance. So no troops, no federal agents, more federal agents for San Francisco this weekend. And Ford Motor Company saying they will significantly increase production of their F-150 and F-Series trucks because of demand. Border Bridge wait times is posted on KURV.com. Driving back to Brownsville, 45 minutes to an hour at most bridges, and driving back to the McAllen-Edinburgh Mission area, about 45 minutes at San Luis and Hidalgo. Newstalk 710 KURV is your station in the Valley for Aggie football.